America's Venezuela geopod video. Now, I will be honest, boys. I know nothing about the Venezuela stuff. The Venezuela situation is scary / crazy. I actually don't know anything about it, unironically. So I'm going to have geopod catch us up on it.
Make some space for another star on that flag, ladies and gentlemen. That's right, we have a 51st state, Venezuela.
Right, I'm just going to pause it.
On January 3rd, 2026, we watched the USA attack their capital city, Caracas, targeting residential areas and blowing random civilians to smithereens in order to create chaos and distraction, allowing the US Army to topple the government, arrest and extract their president, and take control of Venezuela, apparently.
This is related to oil, isn't it? I don't know anything about this, but it's probably related to oil.
We are going to run the country.
The former president Maduro has been kidnapped and flown
They just show a guy being dragged out of a McDonald's.
directly to the land of freedom by the USA's Delta Force. During the extraction, he was seemingly in good spirits, staying hydrated, all whilst wearing a full Nike Tech tracksuit. I assume he was also listening to SD Kid, and he's now left behind bars in New York City. Just like some of my goats, bruh. Just
got Diddy.
like some of my...
Notable inmates held in Brooklyn. Nicolas Maduro, Luigi Mangione, Diddy, R. Kelly, Sam Bankman-Fried, El Chapo, Ghislaine Maxwell, Martin Shkreli. Oh my, they got every... Oh my God. So that bit where Mr. Incredible's looking at the computer for like all the superheroes that got eliminated.
all-time goats. He's being held in the DEA
That is just Arkham Prison.
building alongside his...
Why is he doing the Andrew Tate hand? He's doing the Andrew Tate hand thing. Why is he doing that? Look, everyone started doing this after him. He started doing this because he probably saw a really cool post on Reddit about it. So then everyone else started doing it as well. Even Mr. Beast did it in one video.
Conspiracy and cocaine importation conspiracy. However, everyone should really be able to see through these charges. Like, what, I'm supposed to sit here and genuinely believe the man who attended Diddy parties and Epstein parties and was caught on camera looking like this is opposed to cocaine importation? No way, bro. No fucking way. I actually think Trump came up with this whole story about him consuming 1 million cans of coke a day. The drink.
I know I said this in the other stream, but I still find it hilarious in Australia that cocaine is illegal, except in the capital, Canberra, where you can have up to 5 grams.
Just to hide any accidental slip-ups
Imagine doing a swab test on the parliament seats.
he says about his actual drug addiction. Well, I know who
12 cans of Diet Coke a day. How are you alive? It's like... You seen the video of that guy and he's like, you know, day in the life of a soda addict? I'll see if I can find it. Day in the life of a soda addict.
2 of my series of life as a soda addict. As you can see here, whenever there is a soda sale, I'm convinced the apocalypse is going to happen the next day, so I stockpile all soda on sale. So here we have our protein.
So he just basically has an insane amount of sugar-free soda. It's like, this isn't even his whole collection, and it just gets bigger and bigger and bigger. I honestly, the thing is, he lives in Utah, and Utah is like Mormon, right? Like, they don't drink alcohol or anything. So I kind of believe it, but I also do think he's clip farming. I think it's fake. I do think it's fake, partly, but it's like a Dokes thing. It's like, I think he's faking it, but I don't know how to prove it.
Trump's plug is. I know who's selling him that product, alright? I know it all. It's this guy, the former president of Honduras. For reference on a map, this is Venezuela, this is Honduras, and this is the United States of America, baby. This guy, the ex-leader of Honduras, well, a few days after his presidency ended, the USA arrested and convicted him as one of the largest cocaine traffickers in the entire Western Hemisphere. The whole Western Hemisphere, okay? This guy was Gus. He personally distributed over 400 pounds of packet into the USA. Donald Trump pardoned him 1 month ago. This is because MAGA wants his allies to rule Honduras and do some favors for them, like maybe a casual, chill, couple prison camps, maybe. I don't know, just a couple prison camps, bro. Nothing to worry about. We'll pardon your guy as long as you build us some prison camps, okay?
That is crazy.
Deal?
Gets busted, and then it's like, do us a little favor. Stay off the blow. Do this thing for us, and we'll make it all go away.
Also,
it's like an ultimatum they give like a bad guy in a film or something.
America are interested in Honduras's natural resources. That's right, if you think Maduro's arrest has anything to do with drug trafficking, despite the guy's Nike tech fleece, okay, you thought wrong. The real reason for America's extremely illegal act of war here in Venezuela is oil. You know it, I know it. Even
America!
Hubert Arkansas,
America!
voted for Trump to stop the woke agenda, knows it. We all know it. In his
America!
press conference, Trump officially announced that he's taken control of all Venezuela's oil reserves.
Thank you, like you, for the gifted.
I've given the green light to all American oil companies that want to go drill, 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 baby, drill.
We're going to have our very large
I'm gonna be honest.
United
I hate the argument of world leader A does bad things, so that means we should allow a president, dictator, to do awful things to their own citizens. That's a terrible point. Yes, Trump bad, but so is the other guy.
Hasn't this happened before? Like during the Cold War and stuff? Like America wanted to like put in their kind of own, or maybe it was Vietnam, I'm not sure. But they've done it before where they've tried to put in people that they could easily influence into power in different countries.
States oil companies, the biggest anywhere in the world.
Why is it just Jeffrey Epstein AI?
Go
What's he even saying?
and spend billions of dollars, fix the badly broken infrastructure, the oil infrastructure, and start making money for the country. This partnership of Venezuela with the United States of America, a country that everybody wants to be involved with because of what we were able to do and accomplish, will make the people of Venezuela rich, independent, and safe.
You know what makes me kind of doubt that claim? That all the Venezuelans are gonna get rich. They're gonna be balling when I dig up all this oil. Well, Trump has already shown that when it comes to Venezuelan oil, he will just steal it for himself. Yeah, Trump has actually genuinely committed piracy before. About a month ago, back in December, I think.
Oh, hold up. No one told me Trump ain't no landlubber. No one told me Trump swashbuckled like that.
He stole an entire Venezuelan oil tanker.
Venezuela. Oil. What are we going to do with the oil that we have?
Going to do with what?
The oil that has been seized. The United States seized 1.9 million barrels of oil
Damn.
on December 10th.
We're going to keep it.
We're gonna keep it.
We're keeping it.
Where's it? Are we going to sell it or put it in the strategic
Maybe
oil
we'll sell
reserve?
it. Maybe we'll keep it. Maybe we'll use it in the strategic reserves. We're keeping it. We're keeping the ships also.
This is a completely illegal international robbery. Also, it was an act of piracy under international law. This motherfucker is a pirate. Orange beard, no beard, maybe, I don't
Can't imagine this land cell drinking in the tavern.
know, but
Land cell.
he is, by definition, a pirate now. But the US faced zero backlash from any international organizations or any important countries. It's almost like he did that back in December just to test the waters, literally.
Who gonna stop them? You just sound like Usher Speed on that one stream.
How much blatant crime is the world gonna let me get away with? Can I just go in and steal their oil? Can I just go in and arrest their president? No one's gonna stop me, no one! And of course, the end goal of this evil villain arc is pirating the entire country's oil. Not just one or two tankers of oil. No, all of Venezuela now belongs to America. Welcome to the USV. Now, some of you might be like, Venezuela has oil? I thought it was only the other genre of brown people that had goddamn oil. The, how'd you say it? Arabs. No, not only do Venezuela
I swear they're running out of oil. That's like why in Saudi, or is it Dubai? I forget which one. But like, that's why they open up tourism so much now. Because they need it.
that have oil, they actually have the largest proven oil reserves in the entire fucking world. So why doesn't it
Well, we got mogged.
look
Indonesia has more
Like
than us. India has more than us. Norway mogged us,
on
Mexico
paper,
mogged us, Brazil mogged us, Qatar mogged us, China mogged us, Kazakhstan mogged us, America mogged us, Nigeria mogged us, Libya mogged us, Russia mogged us, United Arab Emirates mogged us, Kuwait, Iraq, Iran, Canada mogged us, Saudi Arabia mogged us as well, and Venezuela mogged us. God, the UK sucks at everything.
Have the most beautiful nature ever, such a vibrant culture and history, such a delicious cuisine, arepas, quesillo, and Jamaica. I'm tapped in, bro, and they're so rich in natural resources, it's actually unbelievable. Venezuela should be the best country on earth, but so what went wrong? The political party
UK oil tastes best though. Well, you shut up.
Maduro and his predecessor Chavez were in took over 27 years ago, but before that the US and European oil companies like Shell and BP operated in Venezuela. Unfortunately, these Western oil companies' policies in the region were slightly not very fair, a little
Shell refinery, decades of air, soil and water pollution, asphalt lake.
bit mean.
Long run sacrifice zone pollution.
You know, maybe not the most
Chiquita used state and militia force to massacre unionized banana plantation workers.
ethical. And South America
Spills, environmental harm in the 80s and the 90s.
as a whole
Massive scale deforestation in the Amazon.
got very
I never get the deforestation thing, man. It's like, you know, if you're going to take down all these trees, just replant them.
sick of
Or if they messed it up that much that the soil is just unusable.
companies like Shell. From the
It's not even that hard.
1950s to the 1980s, Venezuela got incredibly rich on paper. Oil made up 95% of their export earnings. The Concorde flew into Caracas, which was a major business and luxury destination. That's the issue, though. The word luxury. Whilst Venezuela
It takes decades. No, I know it takes decades. Well, no, if you got some bone meal, it doesn't take that long. You can do it in like 5 seconds.
officials and Western companies got very rich very quick, the average Venezuelan didn't see any change in their lives at all, apart from prices going up. In 1930, a Venezuelan farmer made about $1 a day. In 1960, a Venezuelan farmer made about $2 a day. But over that time, the economy inflated by about 500%, meaning that $2 is actually worth
Minecraft logic doesn't apply to real life. Yeah, you say that when I go around to your house with flint and steel, start setting everything on fire.
way less than the original $1. And now, if you want to go buy a day's worth of food with that farmer's wage, you cannot afford it. But hey, don't worry, you can go look at a cool skyscraper in Caracas, the capital city. Oh wait, you actually can't, because the Venezuelan government didn't even build roads or any infrastructure for many of the poorer regions back then. Unless there's oil underneath your village, then we'll happily blow the entire thing to smithereens and drill away. And even then, the locals received no compensation, no share of the oil profits. Most of the nation's wealth was hoarded by an elite 1% until Chavez and Maduro, the Venezuelan socialist dictators who have run the country ever since Chavez was elected in 1999. And let me tell you, they've done some naughty things, these boys. These boys have been very naughty boys. They increased taxes for big companies. They made all oil projects majority state-owned. This reduced Western corporate power, and way more profits got wired directly to the Venezuelan
You don't go after the big companies.
state, baby. And then all that was left to do was
Disgusting lefties.
fairly invest all this money equally throughout the country, build millions of homes, build up amazing public transport, healthcare services, school systems, socialist utopia, man, which absolutely did not fucking happen. Chavez and his whole Venezuelan government suspiciously managed to lose loads of money. My dog ate the
Who saw that coming?
banknotes, bro.
What?
Oh, I'm sorry, my dog ate all the money, bro. It is what it is, man. And then the government didn't have enough capital to successfully implement.
Imagine having the knowledge that you've got all this oil, which basically translates into so much money. And you can't even like use it properly. And you know, you've just got like bigger, more powerful countries just like circling around you like vultures.
Implement these massive China-level social projects we're talking about. And all the oil companies left. ExxonMobil, Shell, BP, Chevron, Petro-Canada.
Yeah, BP are terrible. They're a British... Yeah, no, BP's British Petroleum. That's right.
They
Remember that huge oil spill and it was that bad they made it into a bit in South Park?
all left,
Because the CEO was just like, I'm sorry.
taking with them their advanced technology and expertise. On their way out, they kind of sabotaged the entire country's oil production capacity, since they could simply find oil elsewhere, and they had no reason to meet Chavez or Maduro in the middle and accept terms that were favorable for the Venezuelan people, or realistically, the Venezuelan state. This led to a massive oil brain drain. Drain gang. Venezuelans went abroad to Dubai, for example, for favorable
Train gang.
oil jobs, whilst many of Venezuela's reserves simply just became economically or technically unusable, and then they broke and they became unmendable. So a lot of these reserves haven't been touched in decades, meaning they still got fucking shitloads of oil in them, son. Are you ready for freedom and eagles and Burger Kings? I know you are.
No nation in the world could achieve what America achieved yesterday, or frankly, in
Well, it's not like an accomplishment. It's like fucking up a country speedrun.
just a short period of time. All Venezuelan military capacities were rendered powerless as the men and women of our military, working with U.S. law enforcement, successfully captured.
Isn't that the Sonic animation? That GIF that I see everywhere, the 3D one?
Maduro in the dead of night.
And I can understand why a lot of people are cheering for this. It must be very nice for a lot of Venezuelans to see Maduro in that damn tech fleece on the way to jail and probably a death penalty. But just because America
Wait, was that Ghislaine Maxwell?
fleece on the way to jail and probably a death penalty.
Oh, I thought that was Ghislaine Maxwell there. Oh my god.
Because
Oh, jump scared.
America are taking down a
Jeffries Epstein.
regime you don't agree with
I wouldn't say that. I wouldn't say that.
doesn't make America the good guy here. You have to have such a smooth brain to believe that this is a good versus evil situation. Pretty much no war is ever like that, but specifically Trump versus Maduro is literally just shit versus shit, okay? When Trump says, we're gonna run Venezuela until they can run it for themselves.
We can't take a chance at somebody else.
We're going to run Venezuela until all the oil's gone. Then we will let them fend for themselves. Like PUBG.
Takes over Venezuela that doesn't have the good of the Venezuelan people in mind. We're not going to let that happen.
Sleepy Joe's seeming a whole lot more awake now.
We're there
Okay, I wouldn't go that far. I wouldn't go that far.
now. And we're
I did like the clip of Trump, though, when he got passed a note by a big oil CEO. He's actually stood next to him in this video. And it's very obvious he's meant to not read the note, and he just reads it out loud.
people don't understand, but they understand.
We still can find it.
All right, thank you. You'll make it back one way or the other. You're all going to do very well. I think really very well, Mark.
So he's given a note there. It's obviously like changed the subject to Chavez, I think.
Back one way or the other. You're all going to do very well. I think really very well. Marco just gave me a note. Go back to Chevron. They want to discuss something. Go ahead. I'm going back to Chevron, Mark. Thank you, Marco. Go ahead.
Was there a question, Mr. President?
Yes, go ahead, Marco. What are you saying here?
Pyro shamelessly going on to steal the same joke 20 times 8 years later from 2017 Pyro to make his fun video 8 hours long. Also America trying not to mess with another poorer country internal affairs for oil for 5 seconds challenge.
Thank you. Honda Accord 2005 inline 4. What car is that? Honda Accord 2005 inline 4. What? Why is that? What car is that? Why is that your name? Why is that your name? That is... What is this bit? That is so specific. Honda Accord 2005 inline 4. Why this specific model of car? Illness. What do you mean he be cruising? What does that mean?
And as I say this, we're there now.
Hello.
What? Just 40 years old. 32. Stop adding like 6 years onto my age.
Going to stay until such time as the proper transition can
All those lives say.
take place. So we're going to stay until such time as we're going to run it essentially until such time as a proper transition can take place.
That just translates to, I'm gonna steal all their oil till we install a leader who can steal all their oil for us.
What do you mean nearly came back? I didn't blink.
And when my thirst is sufficiently quenched, we just withdraw completely and leave the highly armed population to revolt against each other, have a million civil wars, have a massive power vacuum, then radical groups arise, and the country gets plunged into complete and absolute chaos and destruction so we can take advantage
I got no idea why Diddy would always get people to film him just like crashing out.
of them forever and ever and ever. Ha 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 ha. The difference between the evil of Maduro and the evil of Trump, though, is that Venezuela wasn't really gonna start terrorizing the entire earth and militarily forcing everyone to bend to their wills, were they? They weren't really pulling the strings of the globe. However, that's obviously
So the UK is controlled by India. India is controlled by China. China is controlled by America. Venezuela controls America.
what Trump's going for here, which gets even clearer when you realize China's diplomats were in Venezuela's capital when America invaded and bombed Venezuela's capital. America are clearly trying to show off that if anyone goes against us, cuts deals with those dirty Chinese diplomats, we will simply arrest your ass and take you to go see Luigi Mangione, okay?
Furthermore, under the now deposed dictator Maduro, Venezuela was increasingly hosting foreign adversaries in our region.
It's like the Monroe
Foreign adversaries just roasting China now.
Doctrine. The entire Western Hemisphere belongs to America. It's all the USA's sphere of influence. No other big powerful nations, China, are allowed to intervene in the Americas.
Our own hemisphere.
And the US reserves the right to oppose outside influence in the region. This is exactly what Trump just enacted by choosing to invade Venezuela and depose their fucking president, whilst China's entire diplomatic team were on a state visit to Venezuela. And I didn't even realize, because I didn't watch the
I don't think Trump's very smart, honestly.
entire press conference, but this guy Trump actually was like quoting the Monroe Doctrine in the press conference, and he very clearly has no idea what the Monroe Doctrine is.
Back, it dated to the Monroe Doctrines. And the Monroe Doctrine is a big deal, but we've superseded it by a lot.
SteelSeries Arctis Nova Pro wireless. I bought them only because hang on, come on out. I only bought them because
I can do this. I can switch the mic to this, and it's absolutely hilarious. Everything I say is now 5% more funny because the quality's bad.
But yeah.
By a real lot. They now call it the Monroe Document. I don't know.
Monroe.
Monroe Doctrine.
Okay, wrap it up.
What? So just in concluding, for decades, other administrations have neglected or even contributed to these growing...
Every time I've seen Trump talk about like important documents, he just always says like big thing, loads of words. It's got a lot of words in it. I know all the words.
Security threats in the Western Hemisphere.
I will be honest, Sleepy Joe was dementia-ridden, right? They had to put him to bed. I don't think Trump's far behind. Not gonna lie. That same conference where like he just took the note and he read it out loud, I think he got out of his chair and he just started looking outside for no reason.
Because Trump's regime messed up their...
Thing is, what, like, America needs to start having presidents that are younger, man. What's the age to be a president again? It's 35, right? What's the youngest age to be president of America. I think it's 35. I'm not going AI. Go away. Yeah, 35. I remember Markiplier making a joke about it, saying that he was going to run for president. It's 35. It's 89. It's not. It's 125. Like, honestly, it wouldn't surprise me. Because the presidents America's having, they're just getting progressively older now.
Economic global policy so badly, they're now attempting to switch
Damn, look at Apple and Amazon. Oh my god.
over to a military global dominant agenda of terror, I guess, just to get their way, where they force policy on the entire world through military action, not through economic or diplomatic normal methods, which is why I kind of disagree when people are like, oh, Trump is the lesser evil when compared to Maduro. Are you not factoring in who America's allies are?
Now, can you imagine if the thumbnail changes to that? Can you imagine? Someone just sees this stream and they're recommended, right? And they're like, oh, this Pyrocynical guy, I actually haven't watched him in like 5 years. And the thumbnail is just the Star of David, Jew Israel flag, and then Shrek looking smug. I'm not waiting for it to set, by the way. I'm not waiting. I'm definitely not waiting for it to set to the thumbnail. Right, anyways.
America is setting a precedent for all its allies to just do whatever they want now. I personally was not scared.
Wait, it happened? Oh. Dude, they're gonna, like, some guy hasn't watched me in 5 years. He's like, what the hell happened to this guy?
The youngest president did not have a good ending. Spoiler alert, their presidency ended like...
Oh, thank you, Redix, for the $40. Damn, appreciate that, man. Thank you. That's like 4 unfunny jokes I had to sit through, but 1 instead. Thank you, man. Appreciate it.
He didn't exactly pose a massive threat to the Earth, you know? For us in the West, we should be a lot more worried about Trump, right? Because what? He's just allowed to be like, no Chinese diplomats for you, sir. Or you.
Brazil, in our hemisphere, largest country in the Western Hemisphere south of us, cut a trade deal with China. They're going to, from now on, do trade in their own currency.
What is this font? What is this font? Just use Comic Sans. This is worse somehow.
Own currencies, in their own currencies. Get right around the dollar. They're creating a secondary economy in the world, totally independent of the United States.
No, we're not getting money by doing nothing. No.
Totally. We won't have to talk about sanctions in 5 years because there'll be so many countries transacting in currencies other than the dollar that we won't have the ability to sanction them. Currencies other than the dollar.
It's actually just so unapologetic how he's like, yeah, we want to control every economy.
That we won't have the ability to sanction them.
Oh, God forbid a country trading in their currency and not having to go through America to do deals that
When did this happen?
don't involve America slightly. And obviously sanctions don't
When the hell did that happen? How is that not AI?
seem to hold the kind of power this guy thinks they do, because otherwise why would America have suddenly shifted to, instead of using tariffs, using violence? And
Trump wants to switch the Federal Reserve from USD back to gold. Gold is like the worst. Like, have you seen a gold pickaxe in Minecraft? How weak it is?
coups
Oh, but it's got better enchantments.
and regime changes, like they've done in Venezuela, like they've threatened countless South American countries with over the last few days. Also, I'm just hearing that he's done this to Denmark as well.
He felt very strongly we need it for we need Greenland for national security, not for minerals. We have so many sites for minerals and oil and everything. We have more oil than any other country in the world.
If I get drafted into World War III over this rock with a little bit of ice,
We need Greenland for
I'd be so mad.
national security. And if you take a look at...
Oh, Sweden mentioned. What is this map? This map is wrong. How the hell... Who made this map? Who made this map? Who made this map? How the... What? Finland borders Russia. Yeah, why is it upside... I'm not looking at that map. It's throwing me off.
Greenland, you look up and down the coast, you have Russian and Chinese ships all over the...
No, don't say, oh my God. It's wrong. It's wrong. It's not even set up properly.
We need it for national security. We have to have it.
Take your hands off Greenland, Donald Trump. If you make aspirations to steal Greenland from the EU and Denmark in the middle of the night with your cowardly acts as you have done in Venezuela, you will face the full consequences of international law. Is that clear, Donald Trump? United States. You cannot go around still.
I've seen that guy all over TikTok. He just pretends to be like he's just doing a bit like eternally. Just rage baiting masterclass.
In the night. We will not allow this. And may I remind you, we also have a very powerful military
Boomer clip farming.
in the EU. And if you force our hand, as you are doing now, we will unleash the full potential of the German army once more. Which is not something.
This is quite a sensitive topic in America, though. You might not want King Trump himself knowing you're watching this right now. I mean, you could be on the next...
No. Don't be a sponsor. Don't you do it. God damn it. He's got a... I'm sorry, mate. Yeah, we're skipping this one, unfortunately. Very sorry.
Foreign policy. Bush. Here's a side-by-side comparison of America's TV coverage right before
I had a feeling. The sixth sense kicked in. I had a feeling.
attacking Iraq versus right before attacking Venezuela.
We're giving them full opportunity to do it the easy way. And when it doesn't work, we'll do it the hard way.
If we can do things the easy way, that's fine. And if we have to do it the hard way, that's fine too.
Chemical weapons is a threat to the United States.
Can we not let someone with a Norwood 11.5 like have any opinion, please? Can we stop that?
Poses a chemical weapons threat to the United States.
Al-Qaeda inside Iraq.
Al-Qaeda of our hemisphere.
We can get rid of Saddam. It could really begin to transform the region.
There's an opportunity to transform the entire region.
Bringing freedom and democracy.
Democracy and freedom
can serve as a
beacon of hope.
The Iraq War is actually such recent history in the great scheme of things that you have these same US senators now advocating for war against Venezuela that also were advocating for war against Iraq. The same people, the same guys, and they know
For democracy? No, it's for oil. Thank you, Proud Monkey, for the prime.
exactly how Iraq ended, don't they? But just trust me, bro, this time it will be different. This time it will be so different.
Saddam Hussein's a threat to my country. He's a threat to our way of life. He needs to go.
Maduro is an existential threat to the people of the United States.
It is time for Maduro to go.
That's right, y'all were talking about, 2026 about to be the new 2016. Nope, 2026 is about to be the new 2003, bro. Yup.
Was that Charlie Kirk? Yes, it was Charlie Kirk face transposed onto iShow speed.
Both started with regime changes with a questionable justification, something like chemical weapons of destruction. In Maduro's case, that weapon is apparently fake. But both conflicts are essentially just oil. I call them the essential oils. The 2003 invasion of Iraq
Did he just add a laughter track to his own joke?
lacked UN Security Council authorization.
And you June Moons for the 4 months. Oh, is that June? Like, he used to edit for me? Yeah, what's up, man? Hope you've been well.
The 2026 attack on Venezuela
Thank you, Trojan, for the 19.
lacked any authorization, not just from the UN, but also from the fucking US government. Under the American Constitution that you guys care so much about, Congress holds the...
I remember, like, when Keir Stalin... I meant to say Keir Starmer, and I just defaulted to Keir Starling, because that's what everyone on Instagram calls him. I remember when Keir Starmer was just roasting Trump. And then when he actually met Trump in person, he was actually just, like, sucking his schlong. It was crazy.
Power to declare war or launch...
It was a slip. Whoops.
Massive scale military operations against a foreign regime.
No, they call him that on Instagram. They call him that on Instagram, okay? It was an accident.
I'm counting that as well, okay, for everyone who's going to be like, oh, but it wasn't a war. It wasn't a real
Stalin
invasion, bro. Shut up. Congress was not consulted about any of this military operation. There was no authorization.
You're getting arrested? Yep.
Vote. Marco Rubio
I said a mean thing on the internet. It's over.
said, we did not have time to consult Congress on this one, aka we had to attack when Chinese diplomats were still in
Stop saying Keir Stalin. Just like stop saying it. Stop it.
Venezuela, and no one in their right mind would have allowed us to do this. Essentially, to Trump, Congress
You should head back to the UK and vote for the Greens. I always voted Greens. It's a wasted vote.
is functionally meaningless. Same with the UN. Under the UN Charter, the use of force against a sovereign nation is prohibited, except in very, very rare cases. That's why so many governments across Europe, Latin America, the entire globe have heavily condemned Trump.
No, I'm not joking. Is it this guy? Yeah, this guy.
Has just been...
Look, this guy just does RuneScape edits.
Has just been sprayed by the entire lobby. This is why he needs a med kit, and which other player is grinding for admin. So everyone knows that the server admin, Keir Stalin, has put the UK servers on 1,000 ping. This is because he rolls back the server after every update that gets released. Absolute bot. Well, Keir Stalin...
highlighting how dangerous of a president he has set. America doing regime changes around the world never ever worked.
Imagine like teaching kids in school politics and you just use like Fortnite references. The worst thing is that would actually be the best way that they'd learn. That would be they would keep that. They would keep that.
Never works, okay? Especially recently. America should know very well that militarized regime change just lets evil, much worse groups get motion within these power vacuums, and then the US sees these new big bad groups and declares war on them, and a bunch of Americans or Iraqis or maybe even Venezuelans for no reason. Time and time again this happens.
Do I go for my 4th cup of coffee? What time is it? It's 11 p.m. Fuck it. Might as well do some heroin while I'm at it. Let me boil this kettle. Hang on. Here's Stalin. Here's Stalin. Honestly, you know what? One thing I will say, Australia... They got their protein goals sorted so much better than the UK. Look at this. You just pick this up from like 7-Eleven. Look at that. Like 20 grams of protein. And it's like 100 calories. It's got like it's got like 6 grams of sugar. I mean, it's not great, but you know. That is cinema. You would not get that in the UK. All you get in the UK is those shitty yogurts that like everyone just buys. They'll pick up an entire pallet. It's not shampoo.
Time and time again, the only people who benefit are Western elites, weapons manufacturers, politicians, stockbrokers. Who do you think really ended up with all that gold America secretly stole from Iraq, dude? Who do you think ended up benefiting from all that oil? Maybe the oil companies, maybe?
Oil companies benefited from higher global prices and expanded access to Iraqi oil fields. Western consumers didn't, because they faced higher fuel and energy costs. This graph shows the Iraq war helped producers and corporations more than ordinary consumers in the West due to oil price inflating.
Really benefited from the Middle East being completely destabilized. You're not going to bring those guys.
Right, I'm just going to wait for my coffee to finish. I turned the camera off for no reason. The camera is turned off for no reason whatsoever. We will simply wait. We'll wait for a few moments. What do you mean, get your clip? Get that guy out. Get him out now. What? Wait. Get that clip. Get the swag. Dude, his name is Swag420XD. Now, get him out. Fuck off back to 2012. Get him out. Idiot. I'm not vaping. Anyway.
Guys, into it, are you? No.
Alright, did it? Did it set? God damn it. Alright, we tried.
Never look up who testified that Iraq had weapons of mass destruction. I wonder who that guy was. I'm saying the average American didn't really benefit from the Middle East being destabilized. That didn't affect the fucking potholes in your road in Arkansas, did it? In Gooberville, Arkansas. Your life didn't really change that much then, did it? Apart from...
Wait. Did it kick in? Did we do it? God damn it. Stop saying thumbnail. Right, I'm going to pour this coffee. Hang on. Oh, I really want to just play the video and walk away like Sam Piker does. Wish I could do that. I wish I was that successful. I could just walk away. Not have to fucking pause the video. What a life. What a beautiful, beautiful life. Oh, I love coffee, caffeine. How can you have energy drinks, by the way? That's so gay. Just like have a black coffee, man up. Stop being a little chud. Thank you for the 10, Annan. What did you say? Stop clip farming and play the game?
Maybe.
Look, I need to get through this video, okay? And then we will do Titanfall.
Oil prices going up, as I'm sure a lot of you unks lived through. Oil prices in America actually went up lots during the Iraq war, didn't they? And Iraq is actually an extremely good comparison to look at here, because at first, the American military's involvement was widely celebrated. The overthrow of Saddam was seen as this amazing thing, not only by Westerners, also by Iraqis, just like in Venezuela and in the West.
I remember seeing that as a kid. How old would I have been? I would have been 6 years old.
Best right now. But we all know how it ended. We all remember that, right? 1 million Iraqis died. Iraq completely destroyed. Not a single trace of a weapon of destruction found. The rise of ISIS. Years and years and years of
I wasn't 40. I wasn't 40. Stop just lying.
future wars. The entire region destabilized.
Maybe 7.
Decades and decades of refugees.
Black coffee? Yeah, Chad coffee. If you add milk into it, you're soy.
Fleeing the Middle East and causing what right-wing Europeans would nowadays call an invasion, mate. An fucking invasion. A bunch of homeless, disabled, PTSD-addicted veterans and massive inflation in the West. That's how Iraq ended for America. Love Saddam or hate Saddam, the 2003 war set an incredibly bad precedent for the world. We are still seeing the horrible consequences to this day. For example, as I said, mass immigration away from this whole war-torn, dangerous, destroyed, poor area into the West. I mean, a lot of Americans really seem to dislike any immigration over their southern border right now. My advice to you guys would be, maybe
I didn't even know Nick Fuentes is Mexican.
don't support an illegal occupation and illegal warfare just south of your border then. That might stop people from fleeing over the southern border, you know? But that's just like how love Maduro or hate Maduro.
All I'm saying is, right, I need to keep Britain British. If you're not white, you're not welcome. If you're not, I like the Polish though, because they're white, they can stay. Because they kind of look British. They don't sound British, but they kind of look British. There's just sperm water? What is that?
Trump's illegal attack and regime.
No, don't clip it. No, that wasn't... No, I was doing a bit. Oh my god.
Change.
Oh my god!
Still sets an extremely bad precedent for the rest of the world. For example, what about America's biggest allies, Israel?
The Polish are white, mega roll. Well, that's the entire point, because it's like, oh, when they look white, so they look British, right? I just don't like when they speak, because then they don't sound British.
If you don't already know, there is a big undeveloped natural gas field right offshore of Gaza. I'm sure you can maybe connect the dots here. And once Israel's biggest supporter, the US, sends a president
not racist, I just don't like them. Yeah, exactly. See, that's not racist because you're self-aware. You're empathetic.
Any Western nation can do shit like this. Well, what's stopping Israel from taking Lebanon or Syria or the rest of Palestine just like that? Or could we see Netanyahu?
Polish people aren't white.
Who overthrow?
Well, they're white enough, right? They might have like brown eyes, right? Not blue or green.
And install.
But they're white enough to be British, I think.
Leaders in Iraq or Syria, as they've already low-key attempted. And then America has to just accept it, because using the Venezuela logic, we need to develop the resources. The poor resources.
Is that from Zoolander? Why do I not remember that scene?
Haven't been developed in decades. We need to install leaders who know how to drill for the greater good of the Syrian Israeli people, or maybe even the Venezuelan American people. Oh wait, no, wait. Don't tell me there's
This could actually be a CNN report. I would believe it.
I would like to thank Benjamin Netanyahu, the Prime Minister of the State of Israel. They promised we one.
It's just all the sound effects.
Day we'll have a close
Horn tired of political slop. Change the video.
We're nearly done. Shut up.
relationship between Venezuela and Israel. I myself look forward to visit the state of Israel as soon as we conquer freedom.
This isn't even edited, by the way. They just used this in the actual interview.
We will prevail.
The implications here.
Oh, I've seen this clip. This guy just sounds like he's about to say Israel for no reason, and then he quickly changes it to Venezuela. It's like they don't even begin. Where's my keyboard? The I is nowhere near the V on the keyboard. They're on opposite ends.
We conquer freedom. We will prevail.
The implications here are really great for the Venezuelan people.
Oh, I love when I get my I and my V's mixed up. Very easy to do. Muscle memory. He was clip farming. Yeah, it's like the Venezuelan people.
We're saved! What's your name, new hero?
It's Titan.
Thank you. Thank you. Titan has freed us!
Oh, I wouldn't say free. More like under new management.
Venezuela's opposition to Maduro, the Nobel Peace Prize winner, not the...
Wait. Who would Metro Man be then? You know, Megamind was pretending to be Metro Man to like scare Titan. What country would he be?
FIFA Peace Prize winner, easily confused. She genuinely pledged that if the USA
China,
liberates
the UK, no, the UK sucks off America, no chance.
Venezuela, and props her up as the leader as one of her first
Vietnam. They come back just to Mog after like the 60s.
Most important reforms, she will move the Venezuelan
you guys remember? Hey, America, remember when you lost that war, Lamau?
embassy from Tel Aviv to Jerusalem. She also said as soon as the country's liberated, I will visit Israel. What? What are you trying to be? Mayor of New York? She's obviously just playing to Trump and Netanyahu, as she knows this is all they fucking care about. Jerusalem is Israel. Jerusalem is rightfully Israel. Bro, you're from fucking Venezuela. Who?
Canada? Metro Man would be Canada? I don't think so. I think Metro Man would be too busy paying for his $7 million house. His one-bedroom house with one working toilet.
Who invited this guy, bro? Who invited your Venezuelan ass into this conversation, man? Seriously, Nobel Peace Prize winner, by the way. Sounds very peaceful to me. Here's a fun fact about me and my bloodline that some of you may know. No joke, I'm actually like a direct descendant.
Metro Man would be England. Well, I don't remember Metro Man, like, taking Titan's pants down and sucking him off. So, no, I don't think that would be accurate, like I said.
Direct relative of Alfred.
You gotta keep in mind, the UK sucks off America.
Nobel.
Every time.
So I think I have the right to disqualify this woman's Nobel Prize, alright? I'm official.
The UK is like the kid at school that spreads a lot of rumors around, but he won't actually admit it to the person he's spreading rumors around.
Actually doing it, okay? Also, she's thought to be hiding out in Russia right now, seeking refuge and like waiting to be installed in Venezuela. And with all of the Russian boats and business interests conveniently leaving Venezuela right after the American attack, it's looking quite likely that this whole Venezuela situation has something to do with Ukraine. Trump may have essentially said, Mr. Putin, let's do a deal.
I have just seen the most apathetic comment I have ever seen in my chat. Left wing, right wing, both blaming all their actions on Jews. Nothing ever happens. Play game. Wow.
You get to...
I don't even know what to say to that one.
Take more of Ukraine. We get to... take more of Venezuela. Russia was very involved in Venezuela right up until Trump's intervention, let's say. So I've seen a lot of people bouncing this theory about it could just be schizo. I don't know. Very sus, though. I'll say that. And by the way, I will be releasing a very, very in-depth video about the I-word topic.
It just says at the end, play game.
What I was just talking about very soon, so look out for that. This video was kind of last minute, as I'm sure you can tell. Trump also had some very important things to say about this topic in some of his other press conferences. I'll give you a great example here.
I want to really, yeah. But she gets it, and
what? Just to outline how irresponsible
was that not AI?
America's special military operation in Venezuela was.
J-Paul, love your videos. Fix your fucking green screen. This chroma key you're using is terrible.
Here's the air traffic control recording of a JetBlue flight which was taking off from...
He does a pretty good Ahigo. Shut up.
Curacao, an island right off the Venezuelan coast. This plane almost crashed into the American Air Force refueling plane because they were just flying around the airspace with their radar turned off.
We just had traffic pass directly in front of us within 5 miles of us, maybe 2-3 miles, but it was air-to-air refueler from the United States Air Force. We're heading off to the northeast right now.
2-3.
2-3. We had to stop our climb. They are not painting. They don't have their transponder turned on.
I like how they're just showing flight B-roll on the left. It's like Denzel Washington when he was absolutely plastered trying to land a plane.
It's outrageous.
Yes, I don't have anything on my scope.
If you can make a note of it, we almost had a mid-air collision up here.
Do you understand how dangerous this is, bro? We're talking like 10-20 seconds away from one of the worst disasters in plane history, okay? One of the worst plane crashes ever to date. Hundreds of American holidaymakers unknowingly almost got turned into pulp directly at the hands of Trump making critical decisions from his war room. Yeah.
He just has Twitter open on a big iPad. To be fair, I saw this one video. I saw this one video of Trump where he was like tweeting. He was getting a woman to tweet. Maybe it was his wife. I don't know. It was so funny. Tweeting. Was it DNC? God, I hate how YouTube keeps promoting shorts so much. Stop it. Where is it? What am I looking for?
Donald Trump is an unserious man.
Ready? These prosecutions were all started by her and Biden.
Oh yeah, he just says stuff and then she tweets it for him. It's genius.
Against their
I wish I had someone do this for me.
political opponents. Me. Get that out right away.
She paid bail for rioters in the Minnesota Freedom Fund.
She paid and raised bail. She paid bail to get the violent rioters in Minnesota out of jail.
Lying about the Project 2025.
Oh, lying against Project 25.
That's insane. Actual, like, imagine being paid to tweet for someone. Easiest paycheck of my life.
Sure. There's even religious...
You can do this for me? Yeah, you're hired.
...justifications for America to seize Venezuela's oil, apparently, with MAGA pastors preaching shit like this in the last week.
They say you have seized Venezuela for the oil. Yes, this is true, that there is that which has been brought to the forefront of this earthly battle. But the enemy has sought and was seeking to bring war. What? And to bring conflict.
He's really got to do his collar up. It just looks like he has no neck.
What? Through Venezuela. What? And to control the oil of the earth. What? But the spiritual oil. What? And the natural
Someone in chat said stand-up comedy is so bad now.
oil does not belong to the forces of darkness. What? Or to those who thought that they could bring a one-world order. What? This is my reset. What? And the oil of the natural and the oil of the spirit is mine.
Oh my god, they're working like claiming oil into religion. That's one thing that scares me, man. Like, I was brought up Christian, but like, you know, I turned out normal. Anyways, like in America, you've got like these mega churches and stuff. It's like a Costco church.
Says the Lord.
Actually, all
it's my god.
levels of American society are involved.
I believe in the oil
somehow. Even the rapper Tekashi 6ix9ine. Remember him?
When they sent me to prison on Tuesday, me and Maduro's gonna be in the same unit. Really? Yeah, cause remember the president of Honduras was in my unit, and the president of Honduras.
Costco church. I'm crying. I got a new one for you. Just say I'm crayon, and then put like a crayon emoji afterwards.
The president of Honduras was just released.
He got so fat. He got fat, then he got thin, then he got fat again. Stop drinking lean.
3 weeks ago, he was pardoned by President Trump, and I'm gonna show you real quick.
We looked at each other with respect, with consideration, of course. Two different worlds. He was very extroverted and very
I'm crayon.
cheerful.
Trump's director.
There we go. There we go, guys. See, you've learned something today. I've taught you a new bit. Now go spread it all over Twitter.
Of national
I'm crayon.
intelligence back in 2019 actually had the Venezuela situation
This shit got me crayon on.
pretty spot on, I think.
What we are hearing is an increased saber-rattling intention saying the United States needs to send in the U.S. military now to wage yet another wasteful counterproductive.
Still got a better haircut than you. Look, mate, you copied 6ix9ine's haircut. Your mum said it looked good. No one else did. Shut up. Thank you, Random, for the 5. America is so religion-pilled, it's actually scary how quickly they'll fall for any propaganda.
Regime.
Because they're lost, man. They have nothing except, like, $2 hot dog at Costco. That's it.
War, and once again, it's being done.
For real, I'm crayon.
And under the guise of humanitarianism. When we look throughout history, every time the United
It's got me crayon. I'm crayon myself to sleep. Son, I'm crayon.
States goes into another country and topples a dictator or topples a government, the outcome has been disastrous for the people in these countries. That's why we should use our leadership in the world to try to broker a diplomatic solution. I can tell you as a soldier, Martha, I've seen firsthand the high cost of war, and pushing for this civil war, pushing for the use of military force will only end up with more suffering and death and disaster for the Venezuelan people.
See, this is what people voted for Trump for. He ran on...
Okay, Kim Jong-un does kind of have drip, though. I won't lie.
No new wars, and then instantly changed the name.
He's just like voting for himself 3 times.
Of the Department of Defense into the Department of War. Imagine if I ran for president and I said, I'm not gonna allow coffee. I'm gonna make coffee illegal. And then when I got in, I had a Department of Coffee. I made a Department of Coffee. This is how gullible these Americans are. I can't believe it. Trump will do a complete 180 on policy, and people will still support.
What is crayon status?
Look now, you got Trump saying
crayon status.
Mexico and Colombia have to watch out. He's itching to start new wars.
Colombia is producing a lot of, they have factories that they make, as you know, and they sell it right into the United States. So he better wise up, or he'll be next. He'll be next too. And I hope he's listening. He's going to be next.
This is.
Well, is he talking like a bitchy white girl at high school?
Literally like Ronald Reagan war.
He's talking like a character from that HBO, that Euphoria show. What's her name? Cassie, like the crazy one?
Type shit. Haven't we already accepted that?
I hope they're listening in Colombia.
This stuff doesn't work. It doesn't matter if you invade and indiscriminately bomb Venezuela. It doesn't matter if you do that to Colombia or Brazil or anyone. Americans are still gonna do. Americans' other demand for this kind of logic means that anyone who's ever done should fucking bomb themselves. Have you ever done any drug, bro? Bomb yourself. Let off a bomb in your living room, bro. And if so, I think we gotta actually drop a nuke on the white.
I hate that guy on the right so much. I hope he dies. I hope he dies alone from a drug overdose in a video game. It's like he uses this filter to make his eyes bigger, and he just makes like baby noises and stuff. Like it just irritates me so much. I forget his name.
House, because not only did they previously house one of America's most prolific drug addicts. I mean, come.
Oh, Hunter Coke Biden. Where's the Hunter Biden pardon meme? They did the Dark Souls on him. Where is it? No! God damn it. Mods, can you try and help me find this? There's a picture of Hunter Biden, and it says pardoned, like a Dark Souls font, like when you die or you beat a bus. What am I doing? Come on. God damn it. Hang on. I'm hoping the mods pulled through. We'll see. We'll see. I gotta find that pardon meme. It's squeak. It's absolute cinema.
Come on. This video of Trump, dude. I'm pretty sure he had half of Colombia.
Why is he sitting like that?
Yeah, in his bloodstream then.
What? Why do you care?
Same can be said for a lot of Pete Heg.
Thank you, Glumcat, for the 6. Driving home from work, the traffic is horrid. Thanks for keeping me company. Thank you, Glumcat, for the 6.
Xef's track record, and
I've seen that guy on TikTok, by the way, on the right. So he's called No More Cocaine Dan. That's not even a bit. And he has stopped doing cocaine, but his face gets worse every video. So I just think he's swapped over to like Crocodile or something. Genuinely.
Record, and I'm sure everyone else in Trump's team, but the obvious fact.
Mods, please find that pardon bit. Please find that pardon bit from Joe Biden. I'm begging. Hunter Biden.
Is none of this is
that Dark Souls bit.
Because of none of this is because of drugs, is it? And the only other justification for the arrest of Maduro, they seem to be.
Oh my God, he came through. Yes. Thank you. Thank you, man. I appreciate it. How do I... God, hang on. God, I fucking hate Discord. It's like you gotta save the image and then you gotta drag it over. Why can't I just copy and paste the fucking link? Hang on. Right, there we go. This was not worth it. How long it took to find. Yep, there you go. It was not worth it for how long it took to find. But yeah. Pardoned. He's free. No more cocaine for Hunter Biden.
Is that he was authoritarian. And to address this as a...
It wasn't worth it. Yeah, time out the Dash guy. I can say it's not worth it. You can't.
Justification for war? Well, Trump himself is scarily authoritarian, no question about it. As I've said, under the Constitution, Congress holds the power to declare war. Congress was not consulted.
You sit like Gollum.
About any of this military operation, there was no authorization vote. ICE do not have to follow any of the constitutional rights you get if you're arrested in America. They can detain you without giving any badge number. They don't have a...
ICE is so sneaky, like how they'll pretend to be like a delivery guy and stuff just to get entry to your house because they don't actually... Unless they get a warrant, they're not actually allowed to legally enter your house.
Body cam, they don't have to read you your Miranda rights, they don't need a warrant, they don't need to identify their faces, they don't need to give you any reason for the arrest, nothing. ICE agents get debt relief from Trump if you sign up to ICE. They remove the debt you're struggling with, but doctors and teachers and no other valuable job titles get this privilege, meaning it's more honorable and it's more incentivized and better paid to be a masked secret police agent than an actual productive member of society. This is the type of state militia we see arise.
Wait a minute. You're not white? Hang on a minute. ICE would like to speak to you, please.
Is in authoritarian regimes all the time throughout history. Trump does this to American politicians too. He literally offered to drop Eric Adams's corruption charges.
We got another Hunter Biden edit has entered the building. Oh, you can just hit open in browser. Why the fuck didn't I do that from the beginning? Wait, what's this one? It's okay, Hunter. I had a sham trial too. Why is he just always looks so depressed in like every single picture I've seen of him when he's not on cocaine.
Eric Adams cooperated with ICE and let ICE operate in New York, which is so blatantly corrupt that the US attorney Trump had just appointed resigned instantly in protest. Since you Americans care about your free speech and your Constitution and your First Amendment so goddamn much, then please explain to me this.
We have to apply pressure at all points that we can. This is not just in a foreign issue, it's our tax dollars that are also being used to commit these crimes. It is also the duty of us, the people, to stand against the Trump regime, the Trump administration that are committing crimes both here in the US and against people in Venezuela.
Now, in the background of this interview, you could see that police car, and now right here we're showing you video we have immediately after the interview finished.
Was this filmed in the UK?
Plicta
She had an opinion, gets arrested.
Was arrested by 2 Grand Rapids police officers. You can see it in the video, and an officer...
Ah, so America is like the UK now, like say word, get arrested.
Tells Plicta that she is being arrested for obstructing a roadway and failure to...
It's not what she said on the news, she actually put a tweet out.
...obey a lawful command from a police officer.
They spawn camped her.
You can see as she's taken away in that car.
That's the First Amendment, bro. Trump isn't out here defying...
They appeared faster than like Vito in The Sopranos. Look at that. Hang on.
You could see that police car, and now right here we're showing you video.
Look at that. Look at that. They just spawn in. It's like when Vito waxed Jackie Jr. Look at this. Look at this for teleportation, by the way. Where is it? Look at this. Look how he look at this. Look at that. How did he do that? He just appeared. He appeared in the scene. Teleported in. You would notice out your peripheral a man of that girth. And he just spawns in behind him. Look at that. How and they say The Sopranos isn't a supernatural show. Also, by the way, look at the size of that gun. They gave the fattest man in the world they gave the fattest man in the entire show possibly the most comedically small pistol I've seen in my life. Look, it doesn't even have recoil. Look at that. I saw theories online that he got shot with like a Nerf gun and he actually died because he drowned in the snow when he fell over. It wasn't the bullet. Look at him get in the car. He really struggled there. He really struggled.
We have immediately after the interview finished, Plickta was arrested by 2 Grand Rapids police officers. You can see it in the video, and an officer tells Plickta that she
How is this commission idea?
Is being arrested for obstructing a roadway and failure
obstructing a roadway. What?
To obey a lawful command from a police officer. You can see as she's taken away in that car.
That's the First Amendment, bro. Trump isn't out here defying the
You know that same gun was used in Breaking Bad, by the way. They gave it to the kid. Hang on. Look. The same gun was given to this kid. So Breaking Bad and The Sopranos is connected. The exact same gun. You never see any memes about that scene because the gun is actually held away. I have no idea why when they wrote The Sopranos, they were like, yeah, let's get a close-up of the most fake-looking gun in the world.
25th or 26th Amendment. He's limiting the First Amendment, the one you guys should care about the most. These are just random examples, but it's obviously so clear this man acting like he's on some noble quest to stop authoritarianism. It's comical. That'd be like me declaring war on white people. I'm about as white as it possibly gets.
What are the lyrics again? If there's an asshole, I'm inside it.
Okay, looking at South America, Trump has 3 favorites: El Salvador, Argentina, and Honduras. We're talking absolutely gigantic bailouts, pardons for crimes, the exact crimes he's supposedly invading Venezuela to prosecute. And don't forget the establishment of...
Wait, you don't know that... Right, that's it. You're not getting any more.
Massive prison compounds to hold American prisoners in secrecy with no fair trial and no human rights whatsoever. This all costs a lot, even if you ignore all the ethics. It's very expensive to do stuff.
You know what? Out of pure spite for how all of you have treated me this stream, you know what I said last stream about that Has Been Hotel video? Fuck you. I'm going to do it, and I'm going to make sure that a gay version of a Blade song is playing the entire time, drowning out everything I'm saying.
Like this. Also, he's hinting about escalating the Department of War's activity in the region. Lots. Venezuela, Colombia, Mexico, Brazil all look like likely targets for future...
How does he look like Tony Soprano? I never understood that. He's like 7.
Wars. And there we have it. Trump's regime primarily ran on 4 things. 1, no sending money abroad, keeping all that money in the USA. 2, no new wars. 3, secure the border, no more immigration. 4, no more pedophiles. These were Trump's big 4 benefits for you guys. And in return, you...
Wait, what? Who's he called again? The Wooden Man? What's he called? What? I forget what his name is. It's like, what's his name? Triple T? Tung. No, he's not called Netanyahu. Be quiet. Tung Sahur. Triple T. That's Triple T. His name isn't John.
Fucking idiots got an unprecedented amount of money being sent abroad just to Argentina's lunatic chainsaw wielding Elon Musk fanboy who bankrupted his
That's the big Triple T.
own entire nation instead of starving children. No. I think this guy's way more deserving of the bread. And also in return,
His name is not John Netanyahu. Shut up!
Fucking idiots got many new potential wars and many new potential lifelong global conflicts involving America. Just this time, they're much closer to the US border than the Middle East. And because these lethal, terrifying, unpredictable US military actions are taking place so close to the USA, just south of the border, you know what that means? Immigrants coming to the US via the southern border. I mean, if you were a poor Venezuelan dad fishing for a living to feed your entire family, because God knows oil won't, and there's a pretty high chance.
I remember I had a personal trainer, like, I'm going back like 6-7 years ago. Shut up. And he was saying that, like, global warming is actually going to get so bad that there is going to be a mass migration from, like, you know, southern countries like Africa and stuff, more north. Because the temperatures might actually get so hot that nothing will be able to grow there to be, like, sustainable. I don't know how true that is. You know, the source, it came to me in a dream. But yeah, he told me that years ago, and it has, like, always stuck with me.
You get nuked into oblivion for simply looking suspicious and being located on a boat. You'd probably flee the country as well, wouldn't you? Colombia is currently deploying massive amounts of guards on the border of Venezuela because people are fleeing Venezuela in unprecedented numbers. This is the entire reason.
I'm adding 6-7 to the list of banned terms.
The US
Nah, let him have that. Let him have that. Look, man, the chat will die if you ban that. The chat will actually die.
USA gets immigrants from South America.
They're just spamming 1984.
America. If you don't want immigrants, you probably shouldn't make life
I mean, oh my God, is he going to talk about immigration? This will get me cancelled. I think, like, to show a lot of Western countries, you do need immigration to an extent, right? Because, you know, okay, if the UK did not have any immigration, we would fucking collapse. Unironically. We have, because we've got such good medicine, not good healthcare, but we've got good medicine, people are living longer. So now you've got a lot of elderly people that need support, but they can't do anything. They can't actually contribute. So you need immigration to be able to hold that infrastructure, you know, like nurses and stuff like that.
for South Americans. Boat strikes.
Anyway, Reform's going to win. Unlucky.
Capital cities. Stealing.
I actually wonder who's going to win the UK election. Thankfully, I don't give a shit anymore because I left.
Oil, etc.
That's fence sitting, saying immigration's good. Okay, what the fuck do you want me to say?
Etc.
All right, you come in our country, just don't. If you're not, make sure you're white. That's all I'm going to say. I'm not racist.
It's a never-ending cycle of violence and economic violence.
Scottish elections. The Scottish elections, I could not think of an election that is more fucking pointless. Do we want to leave England? Yes. We can't do it. That's it. That's what happens with your elections every year. Complete waste of time.
Then immigrants fleeing to America. Then America having a scapegoat for their problems, which is perfect for Trump.
Crack down on penis. No trans.
Trump, as it hides all
honestly,
his downfalls, it makes everyone focus elsewhere.
If you want to cripple the trans community, delist Ultra Kill and Fallout New Vegas off Steam.
I mean,
it will be catastrophic.
I haven't thought about those Epstein files in a minute, you know? It's almost like the exact day the deadline to give Congress an explanation for the Epstein file
and Celeste
redactions was the same.
That is literally a trans allegory game.
Same day America attacked Venezuela. This video will definitely have some algorithmic problems on this platform.
Shut up. You got $500,000. Be quiet.
So if you want to help support me, please, please, engagement farm, spam any of these buttons. Just hit them.
You got $500,000 in 2 days. Shut your mouth.
Man, I would really appreciate that. Subscribe to help me ratio Netanyahu by 10x. This is my big goal. And I'm going to...
Wait, he's got a YouTube channel? Bro, he's not even verified.
Close us off with some outro music, and if you like the sound of the outro music, it will be linked in the description. Can you believe it? Okay, bye.
Dark Souls is my trans awakening. That's a fucking rough awakening, Jesus.